love our sauce here in Connecticut. Some of you might call it gravy. Well, there's another homemade sauce on the market. It was launched very recently, 4 weeks ago, and we have the makers from Milford on Nyberg this evening. They are Alyssa Brown and Callie Bundy. Welcome, you two.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get to the first things first. How did this come about? Were you sitting around in a room and said, hey, let's make some sauce?
Well, basically, Alyssa was texting me one night saying that she was making pasta for the family and she didn't have anything to go on top of it. So I jokingly said, because I'm a sports and fitness model, throw some protein in it. And then the next morning we realized that that was actually a good idea.
Yeah, and so we were texting back and forth. We immediately bought the URL and thought about the name and said, we want to pursue this. Well, life got busy. We both have small children. COVID happened, and so essentially we took the past 2.5, 3 years and perfected the recipe, brought on Chef Stephen Roth, and here we are with our strong sauce.
All right, so you've bottled about 1,200, you said, so far. You've sold about 600. Where do we buy this?
Online only right now. We're also getting into some farmers markets. We're also going to be at the Big E's, some other places coming up, but online only right now, strongsauce.com.
Why is this so good for you? It's about protein, right? Explain that.
Yes.
Yeah, take turns.
Yeah. So it is a high protein pasta sauce, right? So people don't realize how important, one, getting enough protein is, but then also having a complete protein. So not all proteins are created equal, right? So you need 9 essential amino acids to have a complete protein, which is typically what you would find in meat. A lot of vegan diets fall short of that. This is actually a complete protein. So it contains all 9 essential amino acids, which is what you need to be a complete human.
All right, and it's also gluten-free, which is really, really terrific. How'd you find your chef?
So I was skiing out in Telluride, and we met there. Stephen was the VP of food and beverage out there, and we started a conversation, and Callie and I brought him the idea and said, listen, we'd love for you to come on board and help us perfect the recipe. Callie and I were in my kitchen making the first couple of batches, and we're not classically trained chefs by any means, and so
but he is.
And so we brought him on board, and currently we've perfected the recipe, and Onofrio's in New Haven, because we love to support local, is manufacturing it for us, which we're very lucky.
You guys have big plans for this too. I hear stuffed animals coming. What else do you have on board? And I'm assuming there will be other products as well.
Correct.
Yes, yeah. So Penne Strong, who's our mascot, you can find him on the side.
It's a little penne guy.
Yes, and he likes to eat strong and teach kids about eating strong. So we have stuffed animals, mascots, things like that, costumes coming out for him.
Yep. And, when Callie came up with the idea of having a mascot, we came home, we were talking through it, and my daughter created the sketch of Penne Strong. And so, a big takeaway for us is it's great for adults, it's great for families, but it's something that kids can enjoy, and it's a solution in a jar where we're all busy, we've all got things going on, you can literally pop open a can, we have additional recipes on our site, but kids love it too. We had the softball team over, support local Milford softball team.
Yes.
I'm really rooting you two moms on. This is great. Toughest thing about trying to get this thing launched, and I'll ask you first.
Probably just the product doesn't exist yet. We are the #1 high protein pasta sauce. So we created our own category and we're now #1 in it, which is great. But also there's some education that comes with that, right? Because people think like, oh, well, that's just pasta sauce. And that's not the case. Like if you were to make what's in this jar, it would take you 3 hours of a classically trained chef, cooking what's in here, right? So there's some education that comes with our product, and I'd say that's probably the trickiest thing. But once people try it, so getting people to actually try it and understand the product. Yes.
And I'm guessing another hard part, Alyssa, is trying to get this into supermarkets.
Yes,
right?
So that is our ultimate goal. Right now we are, as Callie said, on strongsauce.com for e-commerce only, but we would love to be in local retailers and obviously, the bigger markets as well. So we're open to those conversations, and hopefully you'll see it on shelf very soon.
Long live entrepreneurs. Thank you guys for both
Thank
coming
you.
on, and a lot of luck with the sauce.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And to find out more about Strong Sauce, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.